Okay, welcome to a special little video about getting your r2d2 up and running. I know there's a lot of people who've been having problems with the startup procedure, so I'm going to start from the very beginning and show you how to get the droid active, because it's, there's a few ins and outs to it, and like I say, a few people are struggling, so we're going to start from the very beginning. Right, now I've got the battery tray out, as you can see here. And we're going to start putting the batteries in. Now I know I'm only using cheap ones, but these cheap generic ones, they're actually working quite well. First you want to test them. Just make sure you've got a good voltage on them all. I happen to know they're all good, they're all reading about 3.95 on the tester. You've got to insert the battery with the correct polarity. Where the springs are, that's the negative end of the battery. I've noticed these springs aren't terribly good. They can sort of bend up and not make contact with the bottom of the battery properly. So make sure when you're inserting the battery, firstly you get them the right way around, and secondly just maybe give that spring a bit of a nudge, just make sure it's making contact with the bottom of the battery. Again, check the polarity of the battery every time. Now the next two, they're going the other way up. Again, I'm just going to push that spring down a little bit, just make sure it contacts the bottom. Okay. And again, you see that spring's inclined to not make very good contact. Okay, final two. Again, I think this might be the problem some people are having. These springs aren't making contact with the bottom of the battery properly. And finally, that's it. So that's the 6 batteries in. Put the cover back on. There's a bit fiddly. There we go. So cover back on, and put the screws back in. Okay, right, that's the screws back in. Now, we've got to jiggle the battery box up into position, like so. This little door, it slides forward and locates there. And again, using the little tiny blue screwdriver you've got with the droid, just do it with the little screws underneath. You have to jiggle them about a bit just to get them to locate. Yep. They're going in there. Okay, right, that's the first stage. The batteries are fitted. they're in the right way round, and do make sure those little springs are making good contact. Right, once the batteries are in, you've got to turn him round, and I've got the mains charger already plugged in, and I'll just move him over slightly. Okay, the mains charger is plugged into the wall, and just to activate the battery pack, I'll just move the camera a little. Yeah. To activate the battery pack, like I say, the charger's already plugged in, this is live. You just have to plug him into charge just for a few seconds. Right, that will do it, and that should activate the battery pack. Now, once you've done that, you should be able to just do a normal startup sequence. Just move things around a bit. Right. Next step, hit the main power button, and then you'll be starting up the droid using the bottom button, and that should send him into the boot up sequence, and you should see the head rotate. So I'm pressing the bottom button now, so he jerks forward, that's calibrating the motors. The head rotates, that is calibrating the head motor. You notice the front state indicator is red at the moment. You then get flashing purple. There's a bit of a noise from the motors from the arms there. And he's ready to go. And you should find that, for instance, the arms work, and that's actually one of the Wi-Fi connect buttons. There's the lightsaber eject, and there we are. That's how you boot him up. It's as simple as that. And I think the problems people have been having, it's to do with the connections in the battery box. I think those little springs, they're not making proper contact with the batteries, and you're not getting any power. And that door's still a bit sticky. So I hope that's helped. Yes, it has. He keeps shaking his head, but that's the voice control. R2? No, he's not listening. Incidentally, oh wait, I warned you about this. Stop. R2, stop. I told you, this thing has a mind of its own. He's off again. I'm going to shut him off. Like I said, that's actually correct behaviour for him. He does have these little random outbursts, and if he hears any noises, he will react to them. And if you leave them unattended with the power turned on, he will go wandering off. But anyway, that's the boot up sequence. I've spent a lot of time making sure that all my connections were properly plugged in. If you have any other problems, I would recommend take the back panel off and just make sure that all the sockets are properly plugged in and everything's nice and secure, and make sure that the wires at the top are not fouling the head when it rotates. But we'll just do the boot sequence again. It should be as simple as this. Power on at the bottom button, and there we go, it goes into boot up. There shouldn't be any activity from the other LEDs, incidentally. The only displays that should light up are the front state indicator and the rear one. You won't get any activity from the other displays until the Wi-Fi is operational. He's going to get bored and go running off in a minute. I knew it. I'm getting wise to you, matey. So yeah, there we are. That's R2. I hope that's helped. But beware, he does have some cheeky bits of programming in there, and he will sort of wander off around the house and go looking for things. If he gets bored, he'll switch into voice control mode, and you may react to something that you're saying. He also has the facial recognition system as well, and if the front state indicator turns blue and you look into the camera, he will actually follow your face left to right. And he'll do all these things even without the app running. So there we are. One rather naughty droid, but sometimes behaves enough. Whoever programmed him has really given him a character. This is a boot up sequence again. This is exactly what he should do. Arms is the second one, and I think lightsaber is the third button. And there we go. That's it. So I hope that's helped, because I think a few people were getting confused about having to plug the power supply in and everything. So thanks for watching. Hope that's helped, and I'll try and keep this thing under control until the app arrives. Thanks for watching. Hope that's helped.